Pre-production is what I want to talk about right now. Pre-production is a term that's tossed around in the industry quite a bit, and I think it's a little bit ambiguous. In this case, I want to talk about pre-production, something that happens before production, which is your salesman samples. And salesman samples are very much just your presentation of your line, however you choose to sell it. Whether you're selling it online and you need to photograph samples for your web developer, or you need to make showroom samples for your appointments with Macy's and Bloomies and Neiman's. Either way, we have to backpedal into strategizing how and when we are going to make them. And that's all part of the development process. So as we're going through your proto fittings, which we've discussed before, we're going to be fitting in, say, actual fabric, sub-trims, substitute colors, just some of the fabric that maybe the nominated mill has lying around on the floor. But really when it comes to the salesman samples, we actually have to order fabric and actually lab dip colors and customize your trims and all of your branding and your labels and hang tags that are attached on these garments, because they're going to be presented as if they were ready to ship for production. So salesman samples really have to be in their perfect, somewhat production-ready form in order to get them into the hands of your salespeople or your web developer. What does that take? It takes a lot of planning, and it takes us managing our development calendar really strictly. We'll have to determine what your final color assortment is so that we can actually order enough yardage to accommodate 3 colors of that tank top and 2 colors of that athletic short, or whatever the line ultimately is going to look like. But that's part of our build structure, and that's what our work in progress is all about when we get together and we finalize your line. So after we fit your protos and we sign off on those is when we say, all right, ring the bell, it's time to book all of our salesman sample or photo sample trim and fabric. And then we have to put a salesman sample calendar together for you. The pre-production process, inclusive of salesman sample, is a pretty straightforward process, and it's our job to make sure that we've built in enough time in the calendar to accommodate for what your ultimate market selling needs are.